Principles of mapping are quite a bit different from the reconnaissance stage. Mapping requires a lot more contribution from yourself, but by now you should be getting the hang of what Success in 80 Days is all about. Before we start mapping, it's probably just as well to say that at first it will seem a little bit sort of complex and hard to get your head around. So the thing that I would suggest before you make a start is just start with the ones that are easy and are blindingly obvious. You can see that here we are working with our primary log sheet, which is the vehicle, and for each mapping log sheet we go through each mapping log sheet by element. So we have a mapping log sheet for each of the elements within vehicle. We're analysing or assessing or looking at the perspective of vehicle from our territory log sheet. And what we're doing here is looking at the element within vehicle called product from the point of view of your customers, of the competitors to your business. So it's just analysing the element product from your vehicle log sheet and putting together some, again, very simple, straightforward keywords that relate to your view of product from the territory elements that we've listed here. For example, in terms of your customers, how do they perceive your product? How do they perceive its cost? How easy is it for them to purchase? Who are your customers? Do you even know a little bit about your customers? What are the individual services that your competition are providing that are different from the services that you provide? What is working for your competitors? What's not working for your competitors that perhaps you can use to reshape the way you're presenting your product? Don't feel that you have to have hundreds of log sheets, mapping log sheets, so that every single element within territory, for example, is a perspective upon which you assess the element called product, called cost of goods, and so on. You will backtrack later on because as you work more closely with the Success in 80 Days program, at later stages you'll suddenly have light bulb moments and think, oh yeah, there's a relationship between this element in that log sheet versus the other element in that other log sheet. Those insights will come to you, and then you can go back. So if all you end up with at the very first stage of your mapping exercise, all you end up with is just half a dozen log sheets, that's fine. That's good. You've made a start, you're starting to get the idea, you've got your head around it, move on, more will occur to you, and then you come back and do them again. Don't try to beat this one to death.